Well, hello there. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Game 2. Very exciting matchup. Do we have anyone who just came in for Game 2? Anyone who missed Game 1? Jasnix won that. So Jasnix is in the lead of a best of 3 series. So yeah. If you want to see more Skyward Sword in here, you'll be rooting for Jim. And if you're a Jazz fan, you're obviously rooting for Jasmine. But I'm not alone here. I have someone who commentates this with me.
Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys are excited for some more Skyward Sword.
Oh, I'm definitely hyped for this. It's gonna be an exciting matchup. And yeah, what else is there left to say?
Yeah, except that our runners are off.
Alright, what dungeons are we getting?
My prediction is going to be Cistern Sandship.
Sandship Fire Sanctuary from me.
Alright. I see that we're both in Sandship Gang. Alright, let's see what kind of pace Fledge is gonna set for us.
The Song of the Hero part. Okay.
I was right!
Cistern Sandship, damn.
Dead right. Let's go.
Alright.
Okay, so a fast dungeon and a kind of slow dungeon, but quite a few requirements for Sandship is the biggest thing. But we'll get to see if our runners get to skip any of those requirements today. We're starting with the digging mitts from Alan there. I have yet to see what pillar we have started with.
I did not see that either.
I cannot tell if it's Elden. The digging mitts leads me to believe that it could be Elden. I didn't see what was in practice sword chest. Was there anything good? I assume it was nothing because I didn't process it. Oh,
crystals.
Just crystals. Okay.
I haven't seen that
Opportunity
either,
for early Betro dips. Doubt we'll see it, but
pulling out chat.
Yeah, I just did the same thing.
So hi chat, now I can read you.
Oh, we had someone else predict Cistern Sandship as well.
Oh damn.
Harm is a good point. We traded a German for a German and an American for an American on comms.
Yeah.
But don't worry, guys. 64 didn't go anywhere. He's still here. He's just tracking for us.
Yeah, just gotta change one comm for tracker.
Yep. Yeah, we just swapped the Americans on what duty they were on.
Yeah.
All right. So another Song of the Hero piece there, right? That looked like
Heart piece in here. Yep, that was indeed the second Song of the Hero part.
Okay, cool. Early Skylove trial.
Getting a dungeon showcase today.
Can you imagine
yeah,
if we got Skyview Fire Sanctuary for Game 3 if it goes to Game 3?
Oh, that would be...
If it
goes to Game 3, I'm just gonna predict that.
Honestly, yeah, me too.
Question is if we're gonna have a Game 3 and if Game 3 is gonna happen today.
Yes, this is the best of 3, and this is Game 2 of said best of 3. Jasnix has a 1-game lead right now.
Yep. Unfortunately, nowhere to be seen on the layout, so we just gotta emphasize.
I thought they said they were adding that to the layout.
Oh, okay.
Who was our person?
Sigma?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So yeah, right now we're just emphasizing that this is a game of 3. Jasnix has nothing to lose in this match.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll see him like really go full on Jasnix routing today.
Oh boy. I'm not sure if I can handle this.
Because he doesn't have anything to lose, but...
Dane's power. For a moment I was like, is this gonna be our third song of the year part? A wallet upgrade.
A wallet upgrade early is kind of nice in these settings, because especially an extra wallet, because that means that you'll be able to see everything on Beetle's shop. And even buy everything as long as there's at least one thing that's unrequired.
Alright, both of them getting rupees. They're probably still having flashbacks from the other seed. Alright, time for our first hint. What's it gonna be? Spirit of the Sword, Beetle and Desert.
We started with Desert as or Linearu as our starting pillar here, so could be interesting to see if we see runners dip early as a result of that.
No logical access to that though, so far.
Way of the Pay. I really do like calling Beetle's Spirit of the Sword as Way of the Pay. It's just a good meme. So.
Well, there's only one check they can do in Desert right now, yeah. And that's not even logically accessible right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Patro 10 and was that Skipper's Shack? That was something in Skipper's. No, that was the Moblin chest.
Moblin chest, alright.
Jazz likes what he sees on the chandelier here, so let's
I have not seen what it was.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Can we see it in the cutscene? That looks like Gusfellows. I find it so hard to recognize what's on the chandelier.
It'll be interesting to see what Yao chooses to do with it here. That hasn't really done anything. That doesn't really do anything for him right now.
Jasnix? Or Jim, you mean?
What did I say?
Yao.
Did I say yeah? Oh my god. I'm thinking winners finals. Or grand finals already. Yes, I meant Jim or Jazz and see what they do with what they're doing with it here.
Taco.
So yeah, it's a verbal typo.
A verbal typo. Not a yerbal typo.
No, not a yerbal typo.
Alright, we're getting to see our next hint here. Jasnix's having some troubles.
Sky, Sun, and Bow dead. So our runners will only need to find one small key in...
Oh hey, that means they can do mass skip whenever. Oh, Jim right up missing too.
That doesn't mean they can do mass skip. It'd be nice if they can, but...
Oh, right. Never mind. Yeah, I was thinking of the wrong...
Yeah, that's the hard piece chest / chest and stern at the stern.
I was thinking of the wrong check. My bad.
So, yeah. Wow. Brain, please work.
So far, we're looking for our progression in here.
We're looking for something.
Yeah.
But, you know, the early Linearu pillar is not very nice because it really doesn't give you anything to work with.
Alright, is it power?
There has to be progression somewhere. It could very well just be on
Jim going to Desert.
A little bit of early divergence, I like it. I mean, yeah, claw shots or bomb bag in this first chest
A
here
small
could be huge
seed
for Jim.
satchel. Oh boy.
I am looking forward to seeing Jazz attempt to capitalize on the early Guspos here with the Melara play, but...
Alright, Melara's in logic right now.
Yeah. And the thing about Melara here is that if there's a hint for her, or that this basically means there won't be a hint for her. If this is, like, the logical only progression target. So... Runner's gonna hope that this is that, and that they're not gonna get a hint later that says she's dead.
Alright, what's Jim getting here?
Nothing!
Nope. Not our progression. So that means Jess is bound to get something, either from Melara right now, or
Betro.
Betro.
I'm very interested to see what Jim gets out of logic here. Bellows was on the lumpy chandelier. Spiral charge.
Alright. Spiral charge. This is very likely to have more progression, because we know that Scout was hinted Spirit of the Sword. So it is 90% sure that we're gonna find a progression item in these Spiral Charge rocks.
I mean, it could very well just be like bombs for logical access to these checks in the desert. But that would even that, something as simple as that would give Jazz a big advantage here.
Yeah.
So Jazz definitely making the better call here, but...
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really know that. Alright, what's it gonna be?
Neighbor's wisdom. They don't even have access to that trial, so even if it's Harp here, that's nothing. I think logically the next item for, or this next check for Jasnix has to be progression.
It could be Betro.
Oh yeah, Betro.
Jim this time remembering that he needs to bomb the rock in the way of the minecart.
The problem with that theory, 64, is that there's no hints for them to find with those items.
Oh! Jasnix missing the clip into that spiral charge rock.
So. Our runners need to find a hint for the Lanayru trial in order for it to be in logic. Alright. This could pay off a little bit for Jim here. It's Ballad. Alright, so now Jazz has to fly into an invisible loading zone that is impossible to get to. When it's visible. So.
Logically, only one check that is accessible in here.
No, they have Mitch. They have both checks.
Alright, true, they have Mitch.
Wait, did the... No, the beam did not appear. It was just a visual issue. Jazz struggling a little bit and a little bit visually frustrated by it, but... However, this does have a hint, which means that they can get the name trial hint now.
Emerald tablet on Betro.
And was that Din's has a sword?
There was a sword, but I do not.
It looked like it was Isle of Songs, but I didn't. I did not see which Isle of Song check it was. Odds are that it's the last check on Isle of Song, because that's the one that's most likely to be hinted. Just because that's a hint that is, like, actually programmed into the rando and not just, like, would have been randomly selected.
Alright. Did Jim find anything in Lanayru?
Jim did not find anything. The the chest by Hook Beetle was a heart piece.
Well. He does have 10 crystals now, though, already.
Yeah,
so
a slight advantage with that if
he
the
he can go to patrol, which looks like what he is doing.
I mean, oh yeah, he landed here, so he's probably gonna get Patro here.
Yeah.
He's also probably
Alright, he can also get Malara here.
He's probably gonna go Malara to Patro, if I had to guess.
That would make
I find it
sense.
really interesting that both of our runners have shown a huge penchant for like pushing off Patro here. Really awkward for routing, in my opinion.
A bottle.
Especially when you have so little so early.
So few progression, basically. It's basically
Spirit of the
just...
Sword bottle. What was on the hint stone in Thunderhead? I wasn't actually looking at Jasnix's screen at the time.
Sword and Emerald Tablet.
Oh, right. We read the hint. Never mind.
Yes.
Sorry, brain no work.
Yeah, breadcrumbs progression, basically. It's just nothing that really opens up anything so far. I mean, they do really open like 1 or 2 checks. You could say hey, bottle. Oh,
I mean, Jazz still has another check in Thunderhead that's in logic here, so...
Yeah.
But it doesn't give him anything.
Nope. Huh, this is... God, this is really awful, because everything they've gotten so far was basically just... Jim sleeping tonight.
Is he gonna get loose crystals here? That's a really weird play considering he has 10.
Yeah.
Unless, he might not know the Patrominate.
He knows the Patrominate.
He does? I don't know, I was gonna say, I don't know.
Pretty sure he knows.
Did he do it last game? This was not a Jim seed, for what it's worth.
Jim did it last gym. Thank you, Harm.
Thank you, Harm. I guess he's banking on the fact that he has to go to Patrol multiple times this seed to do this one. Yeah, this is a Cubs seed, so... Get your Cubs on drugs memes ready, for anyone who knows that meme.
Alright, we're gonna be seeing now if Jasnix is just being debated by all of this.
That's a beetle.
That's... Okay.
Potentially helpful in Cistern if there's something on the Bokoblin check. And a heart piece, so...
So Jasnix is definitely on the required... Oh,
that's a bomb bag.
Yeah, Jasnix is definitely on the right path here.
Yeah.
And now Jim has to chase down that whole path.
Yeah. Jasnix with a little bit of a resounding lead over Jim here. However, this seed not looking very promising so far for a fast seed.
Nope. There could still be a bunch of
awkward movement
happening.
But yeah, Jazz is gonna do the checks that Jim did earlier, but Jim is gonna have to go back to those checks anyway.
Oh, alright, Jim has access to Beetle.
Oh yeah! So that Beetle's actually bigger than we first anticipated because of the access to Beetle's shop ship.
But did Jim get anything that he can sell?
He obviously thinks he did.
What's he looking for?
I don't know.
No? No? Probably a blue bird feather?
I think that's the one we haven't seen. That's a
Oh my god! The RNG is really
We really need to make this not so RNG heavy, so it sucks a lot less.
Oh my god! Evil Crystal. Oh,
he only has one evil crystal though.
Alright, that gets
him. So I mean that gets him 100 rupees, which means if 50 is dead, that he can check the second 100, which is pretty important.
Oh boy, that was terrible.
This really doesn't seem worth it to me, personally.
Yeah, no. Considering how much time he just lost, basically just by getting the right selling option. That was really not what he was hoping for.
if it was a one and done sell, I think that it probably was fine. But hindsight is 20/20 and all.
Yeah.
Now the big thing here is that Jasnix has bombs, which means he'll be able to check this chest right here that he's coming up on, that Jim had to skip. So this has something that's really bad for Jim. It's just
more crystals,
so probably make upable, but it remains to be seen. However, we do know that Linear Desert is Spirit of the Sword, and Jazz now has access to most of the checks in there, so... Yes, that selling stuff is doable in vanilla, and is used in vanilla game speedruns.
Well, what is new in the randomizer is that if you cannot sell the stuff that you want, then you do not have to reload, then you do not have to sleep tonight again.
True.
You can just...
Alright, so junk on 50 and 300, so...
Well, first 100 is also junk.
Yeah, but Jim's gotta buy it anyway, so we can see the second.
Yeah. More junk. A rupee.
So he's got one more item behind that piece of junk.
Now, the question is, would it have been worth it to just check what that rupee was in case it was a gold rupee, so you only have to farm 100 rupees?
The thing is that I don't think Jim is going to be farming here. I think Jim is going to go out and follow through his progression.
That makes sense.
In which case, no, it doesn't really make sense to check that. Because the thing is I guess the only thing that helps with it is if you end up having to do, like, bamboo farming. So.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But if you find a silver rupee, it's not really a big deal, because you're just going to go buy it anyway and hope that you don't have to buy the third.
Alright, Jim is gonna get the ballad here first, though.
This was not ballad. The other one was ballad.
Oh, this was not... Oh, yeah, right. Ballad was near Thunderhead, right. So, Jim's also getting neighbors first. Yeah. Which is not... The
biggest problem here is that, you know, we're all hoping for a trial here because we want bad seeds. But it can't be progression on the trial because our runners don't have access to a hint that would tell them the trial. Great, now we have full Song of the Hero. I like this. This is getting better and better.
Let's go.
Excuse me for 1 second, my headphones are dying and I need to plug them in and reconnect.
Rip CJ's headphones. So... what else could we be looking at in here? Alright, there's the ballad for Jim. Alright. Jasnix basically has to get his... Jasnix basically has to get his Spirit of the Sword item in here, though. Doesn't he?
Okay, I think I'm good now.
Welcome back. So yeah, I'm just basically thinking that Jasnix basically has to get his Spirit of the... Never mind. He
No,
does
because
not
we
have to get his Spirit of the Sword. Yeah, I was just thinking that we're logging any other progression, but never mind. Patrol 30 is in logic now.
I don't know if that was accidental or Jim was hoping rupees from that.
Probably. Alright, Jasnix has one more check in here. Assuming he already did the chest near the time. Fun Island Wheel. 25 crystals!
He did do that check, so.
Alright, so It's gotta be on patrol then, right? Or
Yeah,
is
it
there
has to.
something else that Jasnix did not do
It
yet?
has to be bat 30.
No, Jasnix did not do power crystals yet.
Oh yeah, true. He hasn't returned to Skyloft for that, so. Is he gonna bit warp? No, I think that was just a miss menu. Yeah, it was just a miss menu.
Happens. Menuing in this game sucks.
Yep.
Alright,
Now Jasnix
so...
has a little bit of a lead, but we'll see how long it holds up for.
Checking power crystals now. More crystals! Vanilla crystals!
Alright, so Betro...
Alright,
that tablet on Betro 40 is in Logic.
Oh yes, that's true.
Cubs, what have you done?
Oh boy.
Thank you for this blessing, Cubs.
10 loose crystals required, Monka asks.
Potentially.
Oh, Jasnix doing bomb
Oh, Jazz doesn't have to do the
here.
bomb throw here because he never got the beetle.
Oh, he's gonna find out that this is completely useless though. He cannot afford the 100 rupee item.
Yeah, I personally don't like checking beetle in this situation. When you know for certain you have Betro to check.
Jim is cutting his volcanic island dives really close. And he already missed his dive once for that.
There's that too. So.
Yeah, technically it's optimal. It's not optimal though if you miss it.
Yeah.
Alright, now Jim is getting his bombs as well. He's gonna have to go back to Laneru though.
The thing here is that if 10 loose crystals are indeed required, which it seems like it is,
I mean, there
those
could still be
crystals that were
another
found in
crystal
Spirit of the
pack
Sword.
on bet 30.
Oh, it'll be
Jasnix
interesting
is
if
going
we see
for the 10
Jasnix
loose crystals though.
He's gonna go for 5 at least here, but the thing is, if Betro is a single crystal pack, the crystals in Laneru are not Spirit of the Sword, and there's an important item locked in Laneru Desert somewhere by claw shots. Alright, so Jim's gonna make up a changing his mind. Never mind. Oh, remembering this check. Alright, so Jimmy's gonna make up a little bit of time here to not having to or not going back and checking the chest in mines. So and we know. Wait, that wasn't that crystals? Yeah, that's actually a very important crystal pack. So this is gonna bite him.
I mean, he can still collect 10 loose crystals as well. But that's definitely
He can't collect
slow.
enough loose crystals. No, that's the thing. He only has access to 13 without claw shots.
That's true.
So if he's 5 short, there has to be a 5-pack on Betro for him for that to pay out for him.
Yeah, so that's an issue, actually. Wait. What am I missing here? How did Jasnix get 30?
Jasnix had 30 from packs.
Yeah, that means Jim also still has to get...
Yeah, but the tablet is on 40.
Well, yes, I'm just looking at Patrol 30 though.
There are 3 packs in Lanayru. Oh, there's Hook Beetle.
No, that is the first.
Oh no, that's the Patrol 5 Beetle. That's right. That's right. That's my bad.
All right, let's see what's on Patrol 30.
All right, here comes a new check.
A heart container. Patrol heart seal. Alright, let's see. 10 loose crystals required. Which also means every single gratitude crystal pack we had so far is Spirit of the Sword.
Which is very bad for Jim in this case.
Actually,
he might go get...
no,
this
it
could
isn't.
be nail in the coffin for Jim if he doesn't go get that crystal pack.
It isn't, actually. It doesn't have to be. We don't know what's on Beetle 300 yet.
Oh, right. Beetle 300. That's very true. If it's anything other than a crystal pack or another progression,
Jim is death warping. He's
well, Jazz death warp
likely
here as well.
gonna go back.
No. This is just optimal.
Yes, but he can still, since he's at Desert Entrance, he can still go back to Mines now. Never mind. He's not.
He's gonna save Scum. He's gonna save Scum.
He saved Scum. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's not doing the wrong play. Let's hope he's not save scumming over Gratitude Crystal Pack.
I'm gonna assume that in this situation he will not save Scum over crystals.
Shouldn't Jim have 25 crystals now? I'm not
there's
sure.
There's 5 on Paro.
Right. Yeah, never mind.
Jasnix using the beetle to get these 2 crystals that are otherwise obnoxious to get. The important thing to note is that Jasnix does need to get at least one of those crystals, and by getting both, he avoids having to go to Lumpy Pumpkin to get loose crystals.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you have Beetle, if you have the Beetle, they're not that bad to get.
They're just slow.
Yeah.
Jasnix has access to 13 loose crystals, which means he could have only gotten one of them. But I guess it'll be interesting to see what crystal he skips here. Okay, Jim alleging did not save Scum that.
Good. Jasnix not doing the strat where you bonk the Beetle from under the bar.
I don't even know what that strat is.
It's not really a strat, it's literally just you bonk the Beetle from under the bar.
And it picks up the crystal, like through the bar?
Yeah.
Huh. I've never seen that. Is this some kind of tech I'm too much of a noob at bingo to know?
It's not even the bingo strat. It's just, I don't know. I saw Pepper do it once, and it looks really funny.
Yeah, Jim making a good ammo management play there, as pointed out by 64. Farming bombs there while waiting for the time shift stone.
Yeah, we know that Jasnix is not the best one when it comes to ammo management. As his
the thing is that Jazz hasn't had an opportunity to farm ammo here. Yet,
well, Jasnix would have probably also had time in Lanayru to farm bombs if he wanted to.
I guess it's the Hook Beetle fight, but it depends on his bomb usage more than anything else. We'll have to see what Jazz currently has equipped, because if he has bombs, we'll get to see.
Alright, so what's Jim electing to do?
He's not a bomb.
Gonna get Paris crystals? What's he gonna do after that? Is he directly going for Patrol 30? What?
Has Jazz Did Jazz do Pero?
Yes, they were vanilla. We already said this.
Right. We literally just had this conversation.
Yes.
Alright, look, it's been a long day, even though I haven't done anything all day. Jazz is remembering to use the Gus bellows on the flags. I always forget that those rupees exist.
Alright, so Jim is directly going for bat 30 here, which we know is not the play. So, yeah, he's gonna have to farm 10 loose crystals. What else would you expect from a cup seed?
I mean, from what I know about Cubs seeds, he would have found a way to get OOTR's chickens check into SSR in his seed.
Alright, here's the Emerald Tablet for Jasnix. I've never seen chickens in Skyward Sword though. Maybe we can replace the chickens with ramlets.
Mod Aunt Andrew into the game and have her be like a remlet farmer. I bet Zeldex would like that. Go find my 7 remlets.
Or we'll be like, oh no, I actually am only looking for 1 remnant, but since you're here already, please find 7 of them.
Mod Anju in because at the beginning of the game, yeah, I was gonna say there's a quest to save the remlet at the start of the game. We don't even have to add Anju for it. So far, pretty bad.
Oh really? Really?
Wait. What? Did Jazz go into Beetle? I don't remember him going into Beetle, right? I'm not crazy. Did he just... He's electing to not check Beetle 103. This could be really bad for him.
Did Jazz even go into Beetle the first time?
Oh, he did go in? Okay.
No. But, oh. Yeah, so that's what I figured. He went in, knows he couldn't buy anything, and left.
So has anyone checked Beetle 103 yet?
Nope, but
okay.
I think Jim is about to. That is a nice bug. Thank you, Jim, for demonstrating.
I want to say you can sell bugs for a lot of money, too. But I don't think we've ever seen anyone even attempt it in Rando.
How much do you get for bugs, though?
I don't know. In fact, I don't even know if Stritch is in his room to buy bugs.
Same.
In Rando.
Same. I feel like that is something that would make Jasnix very happy.
Used for the bug net?
Yes.
Rupee farming with bug net for for hornets in deep woods.
Jim, once again. Oh my god. Money farming is not this.
Going to a new length to not do bamboo farming. Alright, what does this hintstone say? Skydive is a pouch and Patrol 50 is Ruby!
Oh my god. Cups 10 out of 10.
We don't let Cubs roll seeds for anything anymore. I'm doing a Cubs seed in OOTR at some point this week, so let's hope that I don't have to suffer through this. Alright, so it said Ruby tablet on Betro 50, yeah.
Well, what
After
are we having?
Had Emerald on Betro 40 with 10 required loose crystals.
What are we having in here? What are we having on Beetle 300?
Jasnix won the last race.
Now, optimally, this would be a silver or a gold ruby.
Yes. It's
a
a
red ruby. He's Batman. Alright, what's it gonna be? Jim not even checking!
Jim, why?
Why did he even go for it then? He's just directly opting to farm more money.
I don't understand this play. This is the strangest Jim play I've ever seen.
Thank you, Jim, for pointing us to
Pointing out that there is a trial gate, I guess. Yeah, wait a second. Beetle's Spirit of the Sword, I think.
Yes.
And we haven't seen an item on him yet.
Yes, so we know that it's gotta be something on the...
Oh, okay, so that might be why Jim didn't go back in, because he knows it's gonna be a required item.
Well, do we really know? Do we know if it's really required, or if we could just replace it, you know? If it's just a logical requirement, like, for example... Never mind. It can't be.
I mean, skipping C-chart does take 4.5 minutes, so...
Is that
Jim
faster?
Is wasting a lot more time than...
Is that faster than...
No, it's not. What Jim is doing is not faster. Because it can't be... So the biggest thing is that it can't be crystals.
Are we sure that
if we're going under the assumption that, you know, crystals are Spirit of the Sword. Oh, I guess it could be for Bat 50.
Jim is pulling at every last straw in here.
There's no way we don't see Jazz grab the Ruby and Floria.
Yeah, Jasnix basically is gonna do that. So,
he remembers it, that is.
Jim has really gotta hope for something extremely good in here.
There needs to be, like, claw shots, and there needs to be crystal packs in the claw shot checks in Linearu. That's the only scenario where
does when he... Is this what Jim does when... I don't know... When he lost the first game, he's just straight up going for betrayal.
Oh, he's gonna reload. Is that Caves was Baron? Oh, wait, is that Mitz on a trial?
That was a trial hint, at least.
And Jazz is very upset by the trial hint. I didn't see what item was on the trial.
I am losing my mind at Jim's play. I feel like at this point, Bamboo Island definitely would have been faster. You lose, like, what? A maximum of, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes to get, like, 2 items you can sell for 200 rupees.
Yeah. I have no idea why the runners aren't doing bamboo farming.
I mean, Jazz, I can see why he's not doing bamboo farming.
Well, yeah, Jazz now has the ability to not do bamboo farming, but...
Jim... I don't know. I don't know, what has
those crystals are still Spirit of the Sword.
Is this gonna be like claw shots or something for Jim?
It kinda has to be at this point. We know it can't be Ruby. It could be Scale, but Scale, problem is that Scale doesn't make up enough time for Jim here. It's claw Okay, I thought I was about to walk out of the claw shots.
Alright, well, it is the claw shots.
This could be a difference maker, folks.
Oh my god,
Bridal Gate and Baron has earrings.
What? What was that?
Earrings on Farron-Gate.
Oh, alright.
See, so this isn't a Fire Sanctuary seed.
Yeah, it's true that...
The problem is that Jim has wasted a lot of time right now.
A lot of time, yes, that's true.
Speaking of Skyway, or Spirit of the Sword, I almost said the wrong words. Hint in this seed, or was that last seed?
SM8CJ.
Because if it's Sky Sots, it's Ballad or...
It was the bottle. No, wait,
no,
Ballad.
Bottle was in Thunderhead. It's Ballad or
Ballad.
Bellows.
What was that?
Summit Dig Spot is dead, but I didn't see the first hint. It was a Spirit of the Sword hint.
Yes, I did not see what it was though. Which region?
Slingshot?
Slingshot? Okay, that's useless.
Yep. Completely worthless to us.
Farron.
Farron, okay.
Yeah, Jasnix getting the gold rupee here.
Jasnix remembering to get this rupee. Struggling a little bit, but still wasting less time than Jim.
Yeah. Wasting a lot less time than Jim. And yeah, if Jasnix just goes to Beetle here outright.
So
then...
wait, did Jasnix get anything? Did Jasnix check the bomb checks in Farron? I saw him check the one.
I don't really see anything on Jasnix's tracker that would tell me like that he got something super huge in.
He got crystals, so the crystals could be Spirit of the Sword for bat 50.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is a goddamn mess. And I'm here for it.
Same. Yeah, I think Jasnix wins this seed.
Did Jasnix get a... I think Jasnix got a Caves Baron hint. So, Jim's gonna waste a little bit of time checking Caves here, but... Oh, Sansi Key. I'm pretty sure was in Farron. That's hard Spirit of the Sword.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a way around that one. See, a crystal pack there is something that Jim was looking for.
Was he though?
Wait. That means that crystals in Lanayru aren't Spirit of the Sword.
Then
and the crystals in Farron aren't either.
Then it's all K-Ski.
So Farron is Cave
Did we just say that?
got an item that's Spirit of the Sword in Lanayru then.
No, I think we
only saw crystals in Lanayru.
Well, we got the... No, never mind. Yeah, we got the Beetle, which is access to
Gloria
Beetle.
Dead and Bow! That's 3 items on 3 trials so far!
Oh my god! Cups, what the heck did you roll?
This
What
is
the heck,
Cups on
Cups?
Drugs 2.0.
How?
Now, I don't know which
How
trial
is
game
this
that was.
possible?
I don't think it matters, honestly.
How is this even possible?
I mean, we asked for
You know,
this exact
not
reason.
even I managed to roll such a seed. And that's gonna mean something, alright.
We get 4 for 4 trials. Scale on a trial. I can't wait for all the trials to be like not vanilla, but like all the items on them to be vanilla, or like French vanilla. So bow on Lanayru trial, earrings on Elven trial, the inevitable scale on Farron trial. That's a pouch. That's not an item that our runners are looking for. We have had 3 items hinted on the 3 trials we have seen so far.
All right.
One of them is Fire Shield.
Let's skip.
One of them is Fire Shield earrings, so we don't know if that will be required. The other one of them is bow, which is hard required no matter what our runners do.
Yep. What was the third one?
The third one I think might have been a progressive mitts. I think it was a progressive item. I don't know what it was though. That was on the Deep Wood Sandstone, so we'll have to pay attention when Jim goes there.
All right, let's see what Jim gets here.
It was mitts on Skyloft trial. Okay. That's Hook Beetle.
Wait, didn't we get Nehru's in Lanayru? Or another song?
We haven't seen the Lanayru Gate hint. I think that's the one we haven't seen.
Oh, okay.
Farron Woods. Okay, so we know that No, Bo was Elden Trial, I think. Oh,
there's the
okay,
heart.
well, that's
our
just that.
Linear Spirit of the Sword. Alright.
Jim, if it was Linear Trial, Jim would have done that trial on the spot.
Yeah.
There was no question about that. So that means that that is,
Alright, Jasnix getting Ruby.
The thing here is that Jasnix could go on, like, a wild goose chase here in Elden.
If Jasnix does, like, everything in Elden now, and...
Because this is giving... Well, the thing is, it depends on where Scale is. I really thought that was going to be Scale. The Emerald Tablet is on Betro 40.
The question is Jasnix even gonna go for that crucial hint? Because it's in the Baron case.
Is Baron.
That Jasnix knows.
But Jasnix
knows
might
that
go to...
case is Baron.
The thing is that Jasnix might just put that off until the very end. That could be... Oh, he's going to Linnaeus. Why is he going to Linnaeus in this situation? Do we have a Sansi Spirit of the Sword hint?
No, don't think so. But he's likely just gonna go because he knows that he didn't find his...
But, well, he doesn't know that yet, because the crystals are Spirit of the Sword from his perspective.
I don't know. Yeah, but now Jasnix is gonna get that hint.
There are 0 required trials at the moment.
But Jasnix is gonna find that hint now, and...
Yeah, and this pad thing means he will find that hint. So this pad thing is actually really, really good from Jasnix. But just accidentally.
Yeah, which is really unfortunate for Jim, though.
Yeah. So Jim is gonna get 5 loose crystals here, which is gonna save him a smidge of time over Jasnix.
Well, it still does not make good for his...
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
His, weird money
Jim also has a couple of extra movement tools for getting the Skyloft crystals, because he has claw shots for getting West Cliff and such.
Yeah, he can also get Colin's ladder in here.
Yeah, if he sleeps back today, and I assume that he will do that. So that's 3 of his 5. See, the thing is that this routing is really awkward for Jim, because he wants it to be day in Academy, but he also wants it to be night when he leaves.
Jasnix!
So Jasnix cutting down significantly on whatever whatever potential advantage Jim could have built here.
Yeah.
Just...
I am not sure right now if I still see a universe in which Jim could win this.
The thing is that, like, if Elden is just, like, completely empty, other than the bow, there's a world where Jasnix gets baited into going to Elden right after this. And if Elden is empty other than that required trial, that's a lot of time that Jim can make up. Especially if Jim manages to find, like, Scale or something. Well, this randomizer is made through the efforts of a lot of smart people, many of which are very much smarter than I am, despite my contributions to the randomizer. Jasnix with a very visceral emotion showing there. Where is he going? I assume that this is just him pathing back around the desert, yeah. It's okay, CJ, you can rest easy knowing I have contributed. You see, I just do the UX design. Just leave me be. And hints. The hints in this game are my baby, basically. But, yeah. It's a standalone program that you run. You put in your settings for the seed, and it will patch the game for you, and, and then you can play it on emulator or console. Oop, Jim missing the front hop. And the side hop not enough to keep him in the air for the magical 13 frames, I think it is.
Does Jim have 40 crystals?
He should. He should now. No.
I know he got 3 in Academy, but he left Academy at day.
Yeah, he's gonna get
this. This is his 40.
Yeah,
yeah,
this is fine.
Okay.
What we do for your entertainment, chat. Shouts to Cubs for this scene.
There's Jim's Emerald tablet.
Alright, so Jim is gonna go to Farron now, and he's gonna get the hint that Emerald is on, oh my god, I named all the tablets except the one I was trying to name. Ruby is on Betrow 50, and we might get some rare Jim emotion from him.
Jim has not seen that hint yet.
Yeah, I said when he sees that hint, we might see some rare Jim emotion.
It wasn't Deep Woods, was it?
Yeah, it's
Or was it the Steel Grounds thing?
It's Steel Grounds. Oh, hey, look, more crystals. So, the really good thing for Jim right now is that he is only going to have to get 5 loose crystals. Anything more than 5 is really, really obnoxious to get.
That is 1 crystal pack locked behind bat 50, by the way, already. Wonder how many we'll find.
There are...
That's 2 crystal packs locked behind bat 50.
Alright, so there's a silver rupee on the cliff there, so I don't think we'll get them. Yeah, I think that does too, honestly. How many are left to be found? Was that my internet or was that the stream?
Getting ballot check right now, though.
Yeah, Jim could get ballot. Jim will get ballot here, which is like a 2-minute time loss if it's dead, but like he has to get it anyway. So Jazz is gonna take the same time loss, so it really doesn't matter. Another bottle. See, now this is where logic gets really weird because this is such a niche edge case with crystals not being required. But we have to consider the number of crystal packs that are blocked by any given item in order to consider whether or not like, if we get a Spirit of the Sword hint here in Elden, if it's going to be hinting something we've already seen or not. Jasnix sees Thunderhead Spirit of the Sword here, right? I don't think it can be that bottle, given the amount of crystals.
Tablet was on Betrow 50. After having Emerald Tablet on Betrow 40.
How many key? I think we're at 3 Earth Temple key pieces so far.
Jasnix is at 2.
And I think Jim has one that Jazz has not had.
You know, it's really interesting that you actually get the Earth Temple key thing in Magmaturp. That's 3 crystal packs locked behind Betrow 50, by the way.
There are 2 remaining crystal packs in the entire game. No, there's 1. I lied. I don't know how to do math. There cannot be items in non-required dungeons in these settings. That is an option that you can play with, though.
No, his sanity is not on.
We have a small key sanity on where the Veneru Cave's small key can appear anywhere. Except there's not a guaranteed reward at the end of the dungeon, like Wind Waker's race mode.
Sea chart.
That saves Jim 4.5 minutes if Jazz never goes back for that check.
He will definitely... absolutely need that.
So the thing is that weird love child in German and Latin. Oh, Germanic, yeah. There's the emotion. That was a lot of emotion there.
A lot of emotion for Jim.
For Jim, yeah. So.
Jasnix jumping into the lava.
No, our runners have the goddess sword. They started with it.
Oh, true, we haven't seen any swords yet.
Okay. Wait, what did Jess get?
Did we see any swords hint?
We have not seen any swords hinted yet, but there are a lot of hints outstanding still. There's all of the Elden hints.
Jim,
right, so this
not
confirms that
pick
Bo
up
was
whatever
the
that
Elden
is.
child. I don't remember what it was. No, he's gonna do it. He's just doing the faster method. That's the case. Yeah. Jim... Oddly enough, the only thing Jim needs to, like, start attempting to clear Sandship here is, Vanilla Elden Trial! Oh, the longest trial in the game for Bo. Let's go.
Of course.
So the thing here is that Jim saves a free 4.5 minutes over Jasnix if Jasnix never goes back from the bout of Goddess chest.
I mean, if this is a sword here right now, that could also still save Jim some time.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because at this point, Jazz has effectively orphaned this check and the bout of the Goddess check.
Oh my
He's
god!
getting very lucky there.
Oh
and,
my god!
He knows it. You can see it on his face there.
Oh my god. Nope, no sword.
Alright, yeah, we have 3 trials with items. Like, statistically, one of them is gonna be the Elden trial.
And unfortunately, he falls down now, which means he'll have to...
Not a huge deal now, though. What was in the chest? I didn't actually pay attention to the chest animation. It was
a wallet,
right?
Yes.
Okay. So long, Boko. The thing here, though, with Jasnix going back is that he has better things that he can be doing. Like, he can do sand... Well, he needs whip. We need whip scale for go mode. That's it. That's all we need. And swords, but...
Yeah, well, like, we're still missing 3 swords, you know?
Yeah, well... About that. Front Elden was dead. And so was all of Magma Turf, clearly. I do really like that key piece there. That's the same location that it was in their in the previous game of the match. I wonder where scale. Like, we're rapidly running out of checks. If I'm being completely honest here.
Lanayru trial.
the still unhinted Lanayru trial. Although our runners have Hook Beetle, so that means it could be hinted on either Shipyard or Temple of Time, potentially.
Oh my god.
Imagine Whip on Lanayru trial with the hint in Temple of Time or on
oh my
Shipyard.
god.
I mean, yeah, there's all 5 key pieces. But we'll see those coming up from Jazz here, once he finishes the trial. Jazz's trial going pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah, no. I'm just pointing it out. You know, for as much shit as we give Jasnix in this community because he does weird things sometimes, we have to point out the good when it comes.
Yeah.
This might not be the worst seed ever rolled, but it is up there for one of the worst seeds of this settings ever rolled.
Nope. Jim, no reaction to that.
See, the thing here is that Jim already knows that's dead. Because the trial is dead. Well, or because the digging spot is dead. We already know that. Because it's a bottle. So I guess we won't be getting bottle percent today, but... Jasnix accidentally running into a light fruit. Visibly upset.
What was actually hinted to be on Skyward trial?
Mitts.
Wait, wasn't that Fair and Trial?
No, Fair and Trial was... earrings.
Ah, right.
And then accidentally touching the waking water, but not really a big deal because they'll just roll up the slope. So, that's Ferrari's Courage. Did Jasnix never check that?
I don't know. It would be weird from him to never check that, but... You know, it's Jasnix.
He could have left that because he anticipated having to go back for Great Tree, and that would be like some gajillion head routing.
Is it that, or is it just Jasnix routing?
It's either one head or like a gajillion head, so we'll leave it at that.
Alright, there is Jasnix's bow.
There's Jasnix's bow. Oh wait, that was the Nehru Desert trial gate, not the Farron gate.
That was some reaction from Jim there.
I didn't see it, I was looking at the hint.
He was like nodding at the hint.
So that's earrings on the Nehru trial. That was not Fair and Trial. That's our mistake on comms and chat here. How's it going? Well, the scene is pure and utter chaos, which is exactly what we're all here for, of course.
Yeah.
Jasnix has a pretty significant lead over Jim at the moment, but anything can happen still, depending on how Jim chooses to route here. Although I do imagine that we see Jim go directly for Eldon after getting the tablet here.
Probably. Jasnix not happy with that bomb refill.
Okay, it's not 3 required trials. It has been 3 items on trials. One of which we know is unrequired completely. Unfortunately. The other of which the requirement for remains to be seen.
Jasnix stacking up on bombs.
Yep. Gas actually doing some ammo management there. Let's go.
Nice rapport.
Just getting mugged. Vent spot
Alright,
must have been
so dead. At this point, Jasnix is a whole Eldon ahead of Jim, though. Yeah. And not just a whole Eldon. A whole Eldon plus Eldon trial.
Yeah. Literally all of Eldon, minus Volcano Summit. Volcano Summit Baron was last seed, right? I believe it was. In fact, it was, because our 2 Baron hints the seed have been Caves and Floria. Jazz has, Jazz realized, I'm surprised not using Hook Beetle here. Like, I'm pretty sure it's faster to use Hook Beetle in this situation. Because you don't have to wait out the bomb timer.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm not actually sure. Dead. Very nice. You know, we're all ready to come back negative.
That is good to know.
Yeah. Central Skylob Spirit of the Sword, and a Beetle on Patrol 5. Thank you for that.
What a good hint.
Alright, last key piece here, or digging spot here for Jasnix. At which point it's starting to look likely that...
Bugnet! Let's go! Jasnix is happy!
So happy! Jasnix loves his Bugnet.
Yeah.
Bugnet is one of the many meme items in Skyward Sword. The other one being the Tumbleweed, of course. The one single Tumbleweed in the entire item pool.
Yep. It's our validation.
Validation item. Bugnet's also probably good enough to be a validation item.
Sandship Tantalus container is dead. So that means
we
our
are
runners
on
are
for
safe to do Tantalus skip.
Very nice. So we still haven't seen our Lineary trial hint, which means the dream. Wait, and earrings are in Lineary trial. That means the Lineary, or we haven't seen our Farron trial hint, right? That's I'm messing my logic up mentally. Yeah, it looks like we will have to see Sandsea from our runners here, potentially. But they don't have a whip. That's the weird thing, right?
Nope. No, I thought Farron trial was earrings.
No, I think it's Lineary trial. I think we misread the hint the first time.
Okay. Alright.
Jasnix gonna. Have we gotten anything valuable in Central Skyloft yet? Was it a crystal pack that we got?
We got a crystal pack, yes.
We do have so the Lake Floria is hinted barren, for one. And two, we don't have scale, which means we can't actually get there.
Did we see, by the way, any other crystal pack in,
I don't believe
Elden?
so.
Because we do know that there are at least 3 crystal packs locked behind Patrol 50.
Yeah, so at this point, Jasnix doesn't have bow, or doesn't have a C-chart. And he's not going to do that RBM unless he's in go mode. Which means he's not going to check Sandship for anything. This is a potential opportunity for Jim to make some time back because of his routing. Even though his routing... So the thing is that Jim's routing was really good if he didn't waste a gajillion hours on rupee farming.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a lot more efficient for him because of the claw shots and only having to get 5 loose crystals instead of 10. And also netting him the harp so that he could one-trip Farron. It's a lot of little things that Jim is going to save time on, but he just lost so much time to his rupee farm.
Yeah, that was...
I believe we still have several Spirit of the Sword hints to find. So...
But I think if I can say one thing is that we're not going to be seeing a Game 3 tonight.
Yeah, not at this rate. We will not see Game 3 tonight.
Not going to say
we were
Game 3
going by
is
the
not
original
bound to
schedule.
happen.
This game would have just started like 10 minutes ago if we had gone by the original schedule. So we are like an hour ahead of schedule. But it is likely that we see a match tomorrow if Jim wins this. Alright, so Jim heading into the Elden trial here.
Alright, nice harp cancel. Well, Jim is happy. Five minutes where you don't have to track anything. Yeah, this is the perfect time for trackers to go to the toilet or stuff. Alright. Jasnix also doing ballad now. So Jim is not gonna get that lead over Jasnix. I don't think anyone really likes Elden Trial. Cause
I mean, so the thing is that the Elden Trial is the most execution-heavy trial in the entire game. It's mostly because it's the longest trial, which means that if Jim believes in his execution advantage over Jasnix, which I'd say that these two runners are pretty well matched execution-wise, that this is a point for Jim to regain some lost time potentially.
yeah. You know, I would still love to see either of them to do
Alright, so
to do the
Jasnix
Fire Shield earrings trial.
So
Whatever
Jasnix
it ended
is going
up
to
being.
get his C chart here, so Jim does not get a free 4.5 minute time save.
Yeah, I was already saying that.
Ballad is the C chart. We have seen this from Jim already. But yes, the trial gates are supposed to be randomized, quote unquote. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things, because it doesn't change logic or anything. It's just a fun little setting that we like to have on for races, because it mixes it up a little bit. Jazz is like, yep, that's a thing.
Yep, 76 minutes, no swords so far. CJs is still not here, by the way.
It's not like you guys can't go to Discord and ask the bot for the quote.
Two swords and still no swords. Harm. Thank you, Harm.
Yep. We say some
It's
funny
basically
things
like just the other quote with, what was it? Jim and something Jim.
Jim something, the next Jim or whatever. Or the last Jim. Jim actually making a different cycle on that Watcher than Jasnix. I don't know if it was an earlier cycle or a later cycle though. It was off by like by some increment of a half a cycle. Not sure though.
Jim did on the last Jim. Ah, yes. Same, I don't know. Same spirit, same mood, basically.
So Jasnix is now retracing Jim's steps, while Jim is getting to make up time on Jasnix here.
Yeah.
So Jim is closing this gap a lot more than I thought he would here.
I mean, Jim still gotta do all of
Upper
the
Elven.
big
But Upper
spots.
Elven is like at most 5 minutes.
Well, 5 minutes is still a lot.
It's a death to Horde. That's all it takes.
Yeah, what 64 is saying.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's, you know, he reduced the lead by 33 minutes. 33%.
Yes, by 33 minutes! Damn!
33%.
That's a
He struck
huge
it by a
time
third.
save.
Okay,
That is
look.
a huge time save. Oh, damn.
Right, so
Jim
Jasnix
showing
heading
some emotion
to
while getting that,
linear.
while getting that bow. Alright, what is Jasnix doing? He is going to West Desert. That looks like a Sansi play.
We should also see him. I'm surprised he hasn't set up Tentacle Escape because he hasn't set up a Bit Magic file at all.
Alright.
There we go. Right.
That is...
So Jim climbing Elden normally, so I don't know if this is faster or slower here. But...
That is sometime that Jim gets to save over Jasnix as well.
I mean, Jim already did this, so...
Yes, that's why I said this.
So yeah, so it's closing the gap back down, but...
Fire Shield Earrings give us 3 checks because one was already hinted to be dead.
The Fire Shield Earrings give our runners 4 checks, one of which we already know is dead. But it also locks 2 hint stones. So it's possible that our runners just run out of unhinted checks to do and just have to go after it for hints.
I love how you're basically just saying the same thing I said 10 seconds ago.
Oh, did you? I didn't even hear that.
Yes. Good job, CJ.
It's only 8 PM. Why do I need more caffeine?
That's true. I did not say anything about the hints, but
yeah. The big thing is that, you know, at this point, the hints we have left are hints that our runners are not going to voluntarily go to.
yeah.
It's Temple of Time Shipyard and the 2 summit hints with summit locked behind a trial.
You know, the most the closest hint you'd probably go to would be Shipyard at this point.
Yeah, I could see a world where, like, Jasnix goes to Shipyard if nothing pays off in Sandship here.
I mean, it's gotta basically...
It's Sandship or Sandsea. Or, you know, scale on Fahrenheit.
Oh boy.
Still, that exists. Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it could be hinted on either of these 2 hint stones.
Could you imagine?
Or it could be hinted in Summit. Imagine. Trial chain. Logically
trial
required
chain
trial
just
chain.
for a hint.
That sounds like a cutscene.
That hit? That shot from Jasnix did not look like it should have hit. But here we are. You know, I never thought about it, but I don't know why I run all the way to the, like, front of the ship to shoot the time shift stone in the eye there, so... The question is, do any of our runners do it? I have seen one person, since hints have been introduced, actually get that hint stone outside of an LMF seed. And I think it was you, Yao.
Temple of Time. Yeah, that is so far out of the way you don't want to do it.
The thing is, at this point, if I was Jasnix, when I landed at West Desert, I would have considered it. Because you could save, you could combine your save scum with your bit magic creation.
Sure.
Oh, that would have been 10 head from Jasnix if he had done that, actually. So, kind of disappointed that we didn't see that from him.
So, Jasnix in an... do we know boss key, what boss key check is? in Sandship?
It's not slower than a trial. We do not know where boss key is yet.
No, I mean the boss key check.
No, we have not seen that
If
hint.
that was hinted. Okay.
I do not believe we have seen that
So, if he does not get whip here, he gets 2 to 3 checks. Or his boss key right away.
Could you imagine whip on Tentulus? Like, no, it can't be on Tentulus. But
Could be
on
on
the end of the
Nehru's.
dungeon. On Nehru's Flame.
I was thinking about that. Before we saw the Tentulus heart container, I was actually thinking about whip
or
being
scale,
on
yeah.
about whip being on Tentulus heart container. Just for the meme.
Alright, so it looks like Jim is gonna head directly to Nehru.
Jim making some good time here.
Yeah, making quite a bit of time, it looks like.
Where did he get that much?
Well, Jazz did a lot of checks that Jim had already done.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see if we're gonna see some variety here. Or if Jim also decides to go to Sandship.
I assume that Jim is gonna decide to go to Sandship here. He has to do these checks anyway.
Oh, all 4 swords in treasure room.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, still no swords.
There are still no swords found an hour and a half into the seed.
They basically gotta be in our dungeons now. Or they are all in Skippers.
I mean, we know that one of the things in Skippers are dead. See, the thing is that Skippers can't have whip in deep Skippers because it's locked by whip. I really like the fact that we can't see Thunderhead Baron in this.
No, wait, we can't have this. Never mind.
We could have 2, so we could have like... Oh, we know where a sword is. It's on Din's. We saw a hint for it.
Ah, right. Yeah, a 2-sword locked sword.
2 swords. So
yeah.
we need to find 2 swords to be in go mode.
Sounds like a good deal.
We still have never seen the Dream Seed where there's a sword on every song on ILO song.
Alright, what do we got in here? Nope. Sandship
So not
dead.
Sandship so far.
It's gotta be.
Right, so Jim
Skippers
is going
then.
to Sandship. Whip on Farron trial is still or on the MIA trial gate is still hilarious.
Jasnix not going to Skippers.
I don't disagree with this call here.
Where is he going?
The thing is he's looking for a whip for Sandship progress, right?
Yes.
Okay, whip can be in only 1 check in Skippers in this situation. But where is he going?
Where is he going?
Is he gonna fly back in and do the trial for earrings? Because, like, he's running out of checks.
Oh.
Oh my god, he's coming back.
He's doing it.
He's gonna do it.
He's doing it.
He's gonna do it.
Alright, unhindered trial, let's go.
We don't know if this is unhindered or not. I think that this is...
Well, for Jasnix it is unhindered.
This is the earrings play.
Alright, yeah, never mind. Yes, I mean... No, it's not unhindered, I mean... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
I mean, like...
area trial, and we just read it wrong.
It is basically the same as an unhindered trial, because... You don't know... This is an... item which does not lead to all that much progression. Gives you access to 3 more checks, which you don't know, they could all be useless, or... Some of it is probably stacked. Looking forward to X trial as babies rattle when regular
This is
settings
gonna
come back.
be the Fan trial. Oh, it's the Skyward trial. Nope.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna take that time to be right back.
So this is actually one of the more exciting trials to watch, for what it's worth. So. So, we're really nothing interesting happening, unfortunately. As our runners are, or as Jim is just retracing Jasnix's footsteps here, and Jazz is going to be in this trial for the next several minutes. So. Jasnix making this cycle pretty cleanly. Very nice. Not that I expected anything less. But, you know, nerves. Also making that cycle. Also, yes, this is a very healthy seed, so I doubt that we see a Death to Hornet. Ooh, Jim missing that shot. Alright, so Jazz is gonna jump in the Waking Water here just to, like, make the movement better here. So. Right. And the size of those gates just don't have collision, so you can just, like, with the right angle, you can just, like, side hop right through that. Happy 1.5 hours without swords, indeed. Cubs, you can't see me right now, but I'm applauding you, because this seed is magnificently bad. Yes, astronomically bad, even. So I believe Jim elected to save Scum there rather than Death Warp. So he's gotten earrings. I wonder if Jim chooses to, like, dip to Skippers or something.
Alright, I am back, and as I see, not a second too late.
Jim also electing to not go to Skippers. I really don't hate the fact that no one's choosing to check the Shipyard Hidden Stone. That would have been a sick play. Imagine if you just, like, opened the Shipyard Hidden Stone and it told you, Water Dragon scale and whip locations. Just like that. Even though I don't think you can get a hinted whip location. It would have to pick the location for the whip rather than be telling you that the whip is found somewhere. Alright, so let's see if Jim is just gonna follow in Jazz's footsteps here.
Yep. Oh boy.
The longer Jim keeps this up, the longer he doesn't win. Or the more he does. Like, the more he closes the gap, the further behind he gets. You don't think you've watched not bad SSR seed yet? We've had some good ones.
Did we?
I don't know
I
if
mean,
we've had some good ones this tournament.
We have a long
history of
for us, this is a good seed because we don't have to play it, you know?
Yes. I am glad that I am not in this tournament anymore. For, like, this exact reason.
I'm not sure I would have ever accepted a cup seed. That's cursed metal, let's go!
Cursed metal.
He does not look happy about that.
Jazz unhappy. Young! 2 out of 3!
Alright. One more check. One more check. It is.
Yeah, topping off the cursed seed. Yeah. So we're about to see 4 potentially game-changing hints. Or we could just see 4 hints that tell us things we already knew or don't care about.
Yeah.
There's still quite a few potentially interesting seeds at large, or hints at large. Farron Trial, Sandship Boss Key. Nice! Nope. Nice worthless hintstone. Let's go! Hints are pretty similar to hints that you would find in the Ocarina of Time Randomizer if you're familiar with that, except they're not nearly as robust because we don't have duplicates.
It's gotta be Farron Trial, right?
Oh, and Jazz can't go get the other hint stone because he got the cursed metal. He can't. He can't use a bottle. He has cursed metal.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good. But yeah, so
Jim is gonna have the same fate though.
Yeah. So we have a couple of types of hints. We have Spirit of the Sword hints, which are effectively the Way of the Hero hints in Ocarina of Time and other randomizers that use that. They hint logically required items, but you don't know which logically required item it is. It hints it to an area. We have location hints, which are a combination of always and sometimes hinted locations. Because of how restricted these settings are to keep in the, what we wanted as a time frame for SGL of about 2 hours. This seed is an outlier. Please just let that be known. There's only a handful of hinted locations, so we see a lot of random junk location hints. But we do get to see all of our always and sometimes hints. There's also barren hints, which tell you when there are no progression items in a location or in an area. And then there are item hints, which specifically tell you where you can find a given item. Hints cannot lock themselves, so like you can't see the Water Dragon Scale hint, for example, in Lake Floria, because you need the Water Dragon Scale to reach that hint stone. So it's a pretty like standard implementation of hints for a randomizer. But still, it's being actively worked on. I am the person in the rando devs who, like, really works a lot on hints, so I know the ins and outs of them quite a bit. So. And the logic that sometimes gets used for the hint placement still baffles me on occasion, so. If you ever feel bad about anything, just know that even the people who wrote the code don't understand some of the things that happen.
Sorry, didn't want to interrupt you there.
Wait, why is Jasnix doing this trial? He knows that this is myths. And the digging spot is confirmed dead.
Oh, time for Jim to catch up.
Jazz literally throwing. This is an actual throw.
Jasnix throwing for content, let's go.
Jazz throwing off a trick called the harp cancel, where you cancel out the playing of or 5 singing by pressing B.
Did he realize it? It's only Farron Trial though. Did he realize he just made some gestures?
Nope, he's going for it.
Nope.
Cub's the first person to roll an oops all trials seed. all dungeons. Now get ready for its successor. Oops, all trials. Does Jim have a full pouch? There's a good chance that... I don't know if Jim has picked up all the same pouch upgrades. I think he has.
Probably. I mean, they did just everything at this point.
Cubs should roll all grand finals. I think after this, the winner of this series and your average link will have some very choice words for Cubs. They'd rather see seeds from me, and that's saying something because I banned myself from rolling after a bad experience with a seed in the tournament.
Imagine banning yourself from rolling for bad seeds. You know, that just gives me... I would not ban myself for that. I would just ban everyone who rolls jet seeds. But that's just my opinion.
Alright, do you think the Kit Kat Weekly from like mid-July was worse than this or no?
I can't remember.
We had a weekly seed once where 2/3 of the participants forfeited the race because they couldn't deal with the nonsense that the seed threw at us. Guy's having a really awkward cycle there.
Saving?
He might bit scum back to Skyloft.
Okay, yeah, that's...
In fact, that's actually really efficient. That's very smart from Jim.
That's a nice Owl of Songs background music, by the way, for Jasnix.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Kit Kat special, yeah, where everyone forfeited? No, that could not
Jasnix summoning it. Jasnix summoning something.
This is myths, isn't it? You knew this, Jasnix!
Apparently he did not.
I don't remember Levi's being enabled.
At this point, I'm not sure if Jasnix is just Jasnix is just reacting for show, or if he's...
No, I think he's really reacting. I think he's really feeling emotions right now.
Where is our progression though?
It might be the Linear trial on Temple of Time or the Shipyard Hintstone. Both of those are still possible.
It's gotta be fair and trial at this point.
Jim has closed this gap to like 60 seconds. I just want to point that out again. Jim.
Huh?
What are you... Is he going to Skippers? Is he just gonna ignore the hint? Oh my god. This is a ballsy play from Jim.
Ooh.
Fair?
He's gonna do
unhindered fair and trial.
Oh my god.
If our runners can find scale, you can find width in Cistern, it just can't be on the vanilla location. Wait, yes it can. It can in Cistern.
He's doing it. Oh my god.
You can't have vanilla bow in...
This might put Jim in the lead for the first time.
This could be huge for Jim.
Forever.
Alright, let's read that hintstone. We're gonna see oops all trials across our runners.
Alright, what's it gonna be?
Yeah, I was thinking with Cistern Clip you can reach all of the...
Jasnix making it.
Bottle. But you need to use the whip hooks to be able to use the claw shots there.
Jasnix really confused.
Jasnix confused. Did both of our runners forget about the existence of the other hintstones?
I want to see what is on this hintstone right now.
Read the hintstone.
Alright, what's it gonna be?
Skipper's Shack is a sword. Boss Key Chest is dead. The other trial hint is on the 2 worst hit stones in the game.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Six, please go check it. It's either the Farron trial gate or first chest and Skippers for whip. It could also be scale for cistern access.
Wait, wasn't the chest near Moblin hinted?
Or was that last seed?
I can't remember.
Seed bleed.
I just remember it being hinted once, either in this seed or in the other one. This seed.
You think it was this seed? Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's gotta be the trial that
seed.
Jim is doing.
So that's why they never went to Skippers. This has to be vanilla scale on, like, vanilla relative to the trial gate, or the whip for the rest of Sandship. Jasnix?
No, we have not seen this trial yet, nor do we know what is on it, because we have not seen a hint for it.
So the thing is that Jasnix doesn't use a tracker, so he can't have mistracked something.
Well, we all know that Jasnix likes to mistrack
If this
stuff in his
trial
head.
is something, Jim, I think, hands down wins this race. If this trial is scale or whip, I think Jim just wins.
Jasnix might be RBMing the P-head here, though.
Yeah, but if Jasnix does... The thing is that Jasnix has to do this trial if it's whip. Or scale, for that matter. But scale here means that whip is in the first chest in cistern. This is literally worst case scenario for everything that's happening right here.
I'm all here for it, though. Like, from a viewer perspective. Mind you, from a tournament admin perspective, I'm
scared as hell.
losing my mind, but from a viewer perspective or commentator perspective, I'm all here for it. Yeah, alright, Jess is RBMing the P-head. Having just enough bombs. Yeah, we're in...
We know where 2 swords are.
We're 105 minutes in, and we still haven't gotten a single sword.
We do know where 2 of them are, though. That's worth mentioning, I guess. Like, it's not like the swords just don't exist. We know that there's one in Skipper's Shack, which Jasnix will get here. And there's one on either Nehru's Wisdom or Din's Power in Thunderhead, but I'm pretty sure it's Din's Power. Which requires 2 swords to reach, mind you.
Ooh, very nice trial from Jim here.
I've had a lot of moments where I've considered just yelling the whole Cubs on Drugs thing and making this Cubs on Drugs 2.0. But, like, I'm trying to pick the moment. And at this point, I think we've just missed all of the moments.
Well, wait for it. Wait for it. It might come right here.
Yeah.
You might get your chance.
This could very well be
This is it, CJ. This is it, CJ.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh! Oh my god!
But yes, this seed is dumb.
Oh my
god! This seed is
god!
so dumb. This is the worst seed I've seen in a long time.
Jim is in the league for the first time in forever.
First time in the series.
Oh my god! Holy sh!
Yeah, that's true. It could be scale on Nehru's. That's such a good logic read, Yao. It looks like we might have a game 3.
Oh my god, I did not think that Jim might come back from this after I've seen his money fire. Imagine that is the same game as this one. This is the same.
We have seen our runners each complete 3 trials. And Jasnix is gonna do all 4. Cubs, you are something special, Cubs. Cubs, you are something special.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That is... You know, I don't think I've ever seen this seed. Like, such a seed, I
do not think we have ever seen... This is going to be a well over 2-hour seed from 2 of the best runners in the tournament.
Yeah.
That should be the telling part of this seed. Alright, so Jasnix... Wait, did Jasnix fail the P at RBM? Or does he have to reload?
I think he has to reload.
There's the last gratitude crystal bag!
That's Jasnix's last bomb.
I don't remember seeing that hint ever. If Jazz failed this RBM, that's like...
I don't think he failed it. I think he just has to reload.
Oh. Headphones, are you okay? I think our runners are just as stressed as the rest of us.
Yeah. Oh my god, I am at a loss for words. Alright, let's see what we got on skippers here. What if we get Scale here?
Scale could be here, or Scale could be in Thunderhead. See, but Jim doesn't know that there's a sword here in the shack. You know, as strange of a sentence as this is, that cursed metal put Jim in the lead, I think.
That might actually be true.
But yes, if this was like a weekly race, we all would have forfeited long ago.
No, they won't play Game 3 tonight. There is Scale, oh my god.
Scale.
They won't play Game 3 tonight, because Jasnix's schedule does not allow for Game 3, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, the unnecessary trial.
We were hoping for this to be 2 fast seats and to allow for a
so
third
we could see Game 3 tonight, but
you know, this seat is kinda not fast.
But Jasnix knows that Floria is barren. He saw the hint stone.
Didn't Jasnix do? No, Jasnix only. Duh. Of course he did not do like Floria.
That's so true.
At
this point, it's anyone's guess if Jasnix remembers what he read 2 hours ago on a hint stone. Jasnix's visible confusion.
Jasnix will also never see the whip pin though. Like,
well, the thing is that if he goes, like, we don't know where the whip pin is. It's either Temple of Time or Shipyard. Which, at this point, he might very well just go to see one.
So if Jim does not get a...
The thing is that for Jim, the next natural thing after Sanchip is going to be Skippers. Which means he will get that sword, and he will get that scale, and he will be in Dungeon Go mode. Oh my.
So...
Yeah, Jazz is the first person to pick up a sword. We know where one additional sword is, but it is locked by a second sword. that we don't know where is.
I'm
So actually, if Jim gets a sword here in Treasure Room, he's in go mode. Well, he's in no mode. Well, he's in go mode if he had our knowledge, I should say. So there's his first Sandship Small Key, I believe.
I'm thinking right now, is there...
There's the second. So yes, that was his first.
Is it possible for Jasnix to end...
There's the boss key.
For Jasnix to enter Sandship in go mode?
If he chooses to do Cistern first. Because that's where it seems like the sword is.
What is it?
Unless it's a sword on Nehru's. Because we thought there was going to be a scale there.
Whip plus Cistern is a choice.
Well, I don't think he's going to go to Cistern right now. Well, see, there's two other swords floating right out there that might not be whip locked. And as far as we know, that's correct. Eh, he can probably still Death Ward. But Jim's gonna get this check here, and he's just gonna Death Ward now. If that's what you meant.
Hard metal.
That hard metal doesn't do anything for Jim's ability to Death Warp right now.
Yeah. I am thinking right now.
Insert thinking emoji. I think third beetle was checked. I really hope it was, and that this isn't just some zero-head play from both of our runners. Alright, Jazz figuring out that he has to go do Oops, I'll Try. 4 for 4 trials with regression items. Cubs. Why? Cubs, I really hope you're here. Oh, right, that was Claw Shots this seed. That's right, because that was what, started recovering Jim's lead. Look, there's been a lot to keep track of this seed. Such as what hints we haven't seen because they haven't been checked.
Have we seen the TMS?
Yes, it's a red ruby. I think. Whatever it is, it's dead. And that's what really matters.
I was just thinking of if it was vanilla.
That would have been the icing on the cake for this scene. Would have been vanilla TMS, so all swords are hard locked by each other.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, that's one of the comforting things about seeing a hint, a sword hint on Din's. Because you know that means that swords can't lock anything other than swords, and you know that unless you get vanilla TMS, swords can't be Spirit of the Sword hinted that way. You need to have a regular that isn't a sword. Is that bottle percent collectively? I think
no,
collective bottle percent.
Oh, collectively, maybe.
Because the other one is on the Skyloft trial that Jim will not be doing, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
So Jasnix finally doing his final trial. No, this is just fitting music for Jasnix right now, because this is what's going through his head. Let's be honest. Jasnix's life theme song right now is the most Monka-esque music you guys could come up with. Ganon's Tower Escape. This. Moldy Fight. Alright, so Jim is gonna do... we totally breezed over Jim doing Back in Time earlier. But this is gonna be the first real instance of Back in Time. Jim is going to save his game and then continue and reset his console. I believe he's doing it here. Yes. Which is going to, for lack of a better way to explain it, confuse the game and give you control blink on the title screen. And so now we get to do cool things. So the most important thing is that Jim has the ability to select his files right now. So the first thing he's going to do is pick up a stamina fruit, which is going to load his inventory, although I don't think that was intentional, because he doesn't have scale. And then he selected that statue to commit the file he had selected for a trick called Bit Magic, which is basically taking your flags from your saved game file and applying them to back in time, into your back in time map. And that what that did is open the shed, as well as unlocking the door to Betrothed here. So now Jim is going to trade in some gratitude crystals, which is going to spawn a chest and set up some text that he wants. Although I believe
Jim has not gotten anything.
70.
Oh, sorry.
Jim has 70 crystals. Are we going to see what junk is on that 70?
Let's go.
No, okay. So this is the cursed metal text. So Jim is going to start his file and clear the 4th text box here at the same time. Which is going to set a flag on his run file here. And we'll see what that corresponds to in a little bit. But basically, by starting your file as right before a flag gets set and back in time, you effectively make it so that that flag gets set on the file you start.
All right, I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but we gotta. We got Jasnix reaction coming up. Oh my god. That is...
This is the joys of face cams for tournaments.
This is what you love to see with the face cams.
Happy 2 hours, by the way, chat. But yeah. So that process that Jim did there is called reverse bit magic, because it is taking a flag that sets him back in time and applying it to your file, rather than taking flags from your file and applying them to back in time. So reverse bit magic. So yeah. Needing to take a breather for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Jasnix and Jim both get
Jasnix,
virtual condolences for this team. This does not yet put Jasnix in go mode, because he still needs to find an additional sword.
You're going for AC first.
Yeah, that makes sense because he's here.
Alright.
Oh, that's another bottle. Okay, that must be bottle. So the flag that Jim set, by the way, is the flag that corresponds to the crest on the deck of the sand ship being hit, which skips the entire Tendulous fight. We know that there's no swords in sand ship, so Jasnix should find a sword here in Sister, or 2 for that matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Jasnix finds a sword here.
I don't think we see Jim go to Thunderhead over this sword, though. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Which means Jasnix is gonna enter... Sandship in go mode.
Theoretically. Yeah, Jasnix will make up sometime, but I don't know that it's enough at this point. Because Jim is an entire sand ship ahead of Jasnix.
But I mean,
well, okay.
Sandship is one of the dungeons where...
The entire entrance, or the entire engine room sequence.
Sandship is, I think, one of...
Did we miss anywhere where there could be a sword, or do there have to be 2 swords in Sister?
Probably. So, what I wanted to say, Sandship is one of the dungeons where the boss key is usually pretty late in your completion, which probably makes it less of a difference between go mode and not go mode Sandship.
The thing about Sandship is that your potential difference across the 2 is significantly bigger. Because your best case scenario is a lot faster than your worst case scenario, just because of the way the dungeon is laid out. Your best case scenario is boss key on masked sequence or something like that. So. And for a trick here that's pretty precise, where you can just like claw shot target while the Deku Baba is still salivating because he can't damage you during that animation. So there's one sword.
Alright.
Jazz is basically in go mode at this point.
He's in no mode?
He has to still get another sword to be in true go mode. We know that there should be one more sword in Sister.
He's
Sister?
not doing it.
I think he has reason now that there has to be another sword in here. Which I believe is correct. And I think that that's the biggest thing. Oh, he does also need a key to get into the statue. That's very true. And that means that there's a key either behind the waterfall or in the basement. But he's going to the whip? Oh, or he could just do this. I would have checked that chest right now. Just because... So, unless we're wrong, there has to be another sword in Cistern, and full clearing Cistern is faster than dipping back to Thunderhead in this situation. I'm pretty sure. There are a total of 4 swords in the pool. But our runners only need 3 of them to complete the scene. This is a strange play for Jasnix. In my opinion, at least. In my expert commentator opinion.
Oh, okay, he's not. Okay, he's directly going for... Okay, yeah, never mind.
Now that's a Boko-based music on the Stylemaster fight, who we collectively call Janin due to a commentary mishap that happened once during a Yearable tournament match in the vanilla community.
Alright, Jasnix is directly doing Coloctus. Alright. Jim also going to AC now.
This seed, dude.
This is a seed and a half.
Accidentally jumping down. So I was like, oh.
Jumping down again. Getting more Jen in action.
Is he gonna?
Jasnix, why?
I'm scratching my head here.
Could have just gotten that chest in the first place.
Did he reason out that there has to be a sword in the dungeon and he wants to check it? Also showing us a beautiful Stylemaster fight. Yeah, no, at this point you skip.
Yeah, at this point you just skip it. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be his sword?
I mean, he doesn't know. Oh, he wants bombs for Coloctos because he doesn't have... Jazz, please open the chest while you're right here. Please. Jazz! No.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Jasnix. This is... Can we call this throwing? Why he's jumping down again? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we call it throwing. Yeah, unless Jim does any major mistake in here, he really should do this.
So I guess those super edge cases, there is actually only one sword in here, and we forgot something else. I don't think we are missing any checks, though. Game 3 will be sometime tomorrow. Probably around 4...
Sansi with full cleared mines, with full cleared desert. Floria was hindered Baron.
Yeah, exact time not booked, but judging by today, it should be. Pledge Crystals is not a check in these settings because it requires LMF in order for you to be able to purchase Stamina Token. The randomizer does not remove that vanilla restriction because it breaks Desert and LMF logic. Although it doesn't open or break LMF logic that much.
Yes! What now saying? Shed chest.
No one checked shed chest.
That
at
could
the
be
moment,
a sword.
Jim has a pretty decisive advantage.
That could
yes,
be our
Great Tree has
sword.
been checked. But, we will see how it actually turns out in the end. So, yeah, so with the fact that Shed Chest is not out of the equation, I'm pretty sure that this makes skipping the dungeon the better play. Although I do still think your best case scenario of another sword and cistern is faster than having to go to Thunderhead. But
Jim, not quite sure what he wants to do there, but
I believe Jim is just gonna cistern clip to win here.
no, Jim. Jim. You've got the whip, you know. You don't need to do the. You don't need to jump
I'm a
down
little
to the switch
confused
from.
about this.
You don't need to jump down to the switch. You know, there's always you have the whip.
Oh no, Noel's right. The statue lever. This means he doesn't need a key. This means he doesn't need a key.
All right.
Very clever from Jim. I didn't even think of that myself.
Oh yeah. Huh. I would have just got a small key. I don't know.
I mean, or cistern clip.
Yeah.
So there was no sword on the heart container.
All right.
At least I assume so, because I don't think Jasmine. I don't know if Jasmine picked it up, but I'm assuming.
No.
Yeah, no, I agree. Although you could check it here with the trick. I do think that cistern clipping and going to the whip chest is the optimal outcome. I think it's faster. No, it's not faster if you do what Jim did. It's only faster if you did what Jim did. We're indecisive about it.
It would have been faster if Jim did that the first time. If he did not go back up.
Cistern clip is faster than looking for a key. Although statistically, there's a key on. In fact, we don't know what's up on. There could be a key. Odds are, actually, no. You 100% find a key by doing the waterfall, like the behind the waterfall test, and the Bacolin test. But there cannot be a small key on them. Jasnix, I guess, yeah, this is more passive.
Yep, this is a cup special we got here. Why is Jim... Oh, wait, never mind. I was confused for a second, because this was looking like the exact same animation as leaving Cistern. And I did not pay any attention.
What, Jazz leaving? Or Jazz going to Ascension?
No, Jim. Jim going up to Coloctus looked for a second for me like Jim leaving AC. Because I did not pay any attention. I was visibly confused.
Well, this seed is certainly a treat, so. This should be a sub 230 for at least one runner.
Yeah, Jasnix finishing this might not even be a sub 230. They are in no mode.
Yeah. Our runners know where their last sword is, which is why this should be a sub 230.
At this point, there isn't even much left to check, so This is not long. You see, I rolled that seed.
I think we have officially found the worst seed of the tournament. Quite possibly the worst SSR seed of all time.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely the worst.
Have we ever had
SGL
Oops
seed.
All Trials before?
Not sure, but you know, we had fun things like Levias and Beatrice in
Nested Levias
in normal
or Nested
settings.
Trial for Spiral Charge or whatever.
Yeah. You know, I'm not sure if this is worse than that.
We need to put out a... Yeah, Oops All Trials is 100% on Jasnix.
Yeah,
but...
we will definitely have to inquire about that. I think first thing coming in here, I'm gonna ask Jasnix, hey, did you know that the check behind that the digging spot check, the digging mids check in Summit was hinted to be dead?
So my assumption is that Jasnix either mentally mistracked or like he just misstepped something mentally here. Or he used a tracker for the first time ever and mistracked. And like was left to like last location or something.
I have heavy doubts about that.
What, him using a tracker or him reducing it to last location mentally?
Him using a tracker.
Yeah, no, I doubt it as well. I don't know if using a tracker would have helped here because Trial Shuffle in the web tracker is kind of wonky because it doesn't show you your logical trial entrances, so...
You rolled a great seed. You rolled something for great entertainment.
Yes. This is exactly the kind of seed that we want when we're put on a main channel for a reason.
Yes. Gives us enough time to talk about all stupid stuff in here. Chat won tonight, true.
Chat won tonight. Chat wins every time that Cubs rolls a seed.
Alright. Did we win tonight?
Honestly, I think we won.
Yeah.
We won because we didn't commentate both games of this seed.
That's true.
Comms always wins. Alright, so Jim in go mode here. He has his sword, he's beating his dungeons. Jim is off to the end game.
Yep. And barring any major mistakes, this is
yeah.
This is
Chad still has to find the
Jim's
boss key, which is in the last chest in here, of course. But Jazz is probably a solid 4 minutes behind at minimum. I don't remember I remember a bunch of random timing metrics for Rando, but I don't remember how long Tento Skip was timed to. All I know is that it's 90 seconds faster than doing the fight.
You won Jim's Windbreaker Rando Spiral Lock race earlier because you didn't have to route it.
I watched part of that and that seed did not look very kind. Yeah, no. I still don't think Jim's routing was correct at the beginning of this scene. Let's not get that mixed up. Let's not get Jim's victory here mixed up with him making necessarily correct decisions at the beginning of this scene.
You know,
it just so happened that Jasnix08 made worse mistakes than that.
Yeah, I was thinking like, you know, like in the first 30 minutes I was like, there is no way Jim comes back to this, and then Jasnix does Jasnix things, and you know, this happens.
Yeah. And the thing is that Jim's biggest mistake this run was easily the whole rupee farming fiasco.
Yeah.
But like, and like one could even argue that his early Linearu dip was kind of a mistake. But it, like with the information he had, it was a potentially good gamble. You get 2 checks. You have to go back to mines potentially anyway once you get claw shots, and you knew that there was a chance that the 1 check you can do in Linearu Desert Main is potentially valuable because you have a Spirit of the Sword hint for that area.
You didn't win. Jasnix just lost.
Yeah,
Fair.
I think that's like a very accurate way to put this. Also, shout out to Jasnix having 12 hearts. That's
Jim
gotta
also
be
has
it. Oh,
12
Jim
hearts.
also has 12. That's gotta be an SGL record. I don't even think the seeds that we've seen people full clear have been this healthy. I think there's been a lot of hearts this seed. Like, that's just rando being rando, though. Oh, plus a heart medal. That's definitely why Jim didn't even consider getting a fairy. Honestly, I think 12 heart medal horde with Master Sword, I don't think many players would get a fairy.
Yeah, Horde can be a scary fight, but
Alright,
you know,
so Jim's
our
gonna
runners
go for
are practiced.
a trick here called Horde Skip, and he's gonna get it very cleanly.
Nice.
Basically, there you want to run it into the Horde in between the 2nd and 3rd column of Bokoblins in that 2nd barrier to spawn the Moblin in a pretty specific position. And then you run up and like get an angle on the shield and just run up it and run over the barrier. I believe Jim did that untargeted, but I wasn't totally sure. And that skips a full rotation around the Horde and an entire barrier.
Yeah, it skips
the most
the
annoying
worst barrier at all.
Not even the hardest, just the most annoying, because the blue cap Boko is obnoxious.
Are we gonna see some trash from Jasnix here?
We might get to see Bat 70 here. There's the Emerald Tablet. I do not believe this is
here
gonna
it comes.
Yeah. Here's 50, here's the Ruby Tablet.
Here it comes.
Here's a blue Ruby and 70.
A blue ruby and one more.
And another heart piece.
A heart piece.
Nice. Barrier skip. It is effectively, I think barrier skip is probably a more accurate term for it, but barrier skip invokes some very specific emotions for a lot of people, and I think, you know, calling our little 1-minute time saver in Skyward Sword barrier skip would be a little disingenuous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jasnix would not sub 230 this seed if he were to finish it. Not sure if we're gonna see Jasnix finish this seed though.
Yeah, I don't think we will. I think Jazz is probably too, like, mentally tilted at this point. And I can't say I blame him.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Cobb just wanted to show the runners love with 12 hearts. It's a possibility. He
Yeah.
loved them so much that he doubled their health. I mean, yeah, but I think it's a lot less disingenuous than barrier skip. Jazz made a mental misstep and did a trial unnecessarily. And I assume that he also made like an incorrect logical deduction about the Farron trial gate having to be progression, which really just cost him the time it takes to do the P-hat skip. Jasnix is not someone who will usually DNF when someone finishes ahead of him, but the rules for our best of 3 for keeping the tournament moving is that if you are not in Horde when your opponent finishes, you are supposed to DNF, so that way we can start the next match. Granted, there will not be
it doesn't really matter at this point,
for this
but
game, because there will not be a game 3. But
yeah,
I think after a seed like this, Jasnix is, you know, allowed to have his DNF.
Yeah.
Yeah. The real thing that broke this seed open for Jim, though, was the unhinted Farron trial play, but it was a very, very good logical deduction.
And
because
not going back to Elden.
Location.
Not going back to Summit for when he got that cursed medal.
Yeah, the thing is that Jim would not have lost time to doing that because Jazz also did it. But Jim doesn't know that, obviously. But, like, that was just, like, a really good heads-up play from Jim. Because the contents of that hintstone didn't matter if Linearu Trial is his last hintstone. Or is his last location. So. So Jasnix's gonna pick up his last sword and be in go mode, right as Jim finishes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also, the demise fight is extremely scripted. We didn't really get to talk about the end game that much because Jim just made it look easy.
Yeah. Alright,
The thing is that demise is not weak casually.
GG's to Jim.
GG's. I believe his final
Alright.
time is a 2:24.16. 2:24.15 officially in race time.
Oh.
And Jazz DNF's right about here.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's get them in here.
Yeah, let's get them in here. Hello, Jim.
Hello.
GG's
GG.
on the win.
Hello. I'd like to be alone in a room with cubs for about 5 minutes, please.
You hear that?
I'm sure we can arrange that.
Alright, Jazz, we're gonna start with the obvious question. What happened with the Skyloft trial game?
Okay, the whole reason I did that was because last seed I got a Skyloft, I got the Mitts thing was useless hint, and so I had assumed that I was just thinking wrong, that I didn't get a hint for that because I had one last seed, so I just forgot about getting that hint earlier because I thought it was the other seed, and then yeah.
The
makes
classical
sense.
seed bleed.
Yeah,
The
class
Yeah.
seed bleed. That's
I'm
a positive.
gonna next time I do a best of 3, I'm definitely gonna have to write down my hints the second time because I'm not. There were so many things I was unsure about today. Like I wasn't even sure the earrings were on the Nehru trial. I need to do better at that.
We had the same debate in the commentary booth, but mostly because I read it as Farron trial the first time and was so convinced that it was Farron trial until I saw it the second time, and then at that point everyone was like, yeah, it's Farron trial, and then I was like, wait, no, I think that said Nehru trial.
Yeah, Linear Trial had fire shield earrings, which didn't turn out to be necessary anyway.
Yeah, it didn't even turn out to be necessary for hint logic, because that means Jasnix did check the second hint stone on Volcano Summit. The Linear trial hint, or the Farron trial hint, is on either Shipyard or Temple of Time. So, do with that information what you will.
So, now the other big thing, Jim, that was your money farming? Can you even call it farming? That was something to watch.
Yeah, I never really made a plan for what I was going to do if I needed to buy a whole bunch of beetle stuff but didn't have any money and didn't have the opportunity to pick up any like silver or gold rupees anywhere. So I was like,
Here's
well,
why you didn't just go do bamboo farming.
I did think about that, but I only thought about that like when I was 20 rupees away from the last item. I was like, oh wait a minute, I should have gone to do bamboo, but it's definitely not going to be faster at this point.
Yeah.
So instead,
Some
I'm just gonna farm the
cost
flags
fallacy.
and the trees.
For a while there, that looked like it was going to cost you the race. And then, you just kept making up time over Jasnix with slightly more efficient routing because of the claw shots pickup. You're early, like, you get it, you choosing to farm beetle there over going for 10 loose crystals saved you a pretty significant portion of time compared to Jasnix with regards to dipping Lineru and doing Farron as well. So.
Yeah.
Had you deduced that Farron trial was your last location at that point, Jim?
Well, yeah, it was the only location left on the tracker.
That's what I thought. Okay. We wanted to make sure we weren't missing something with that. So.
Yeah, I mean, I decided to do the Linear one for the fire shield earrings first because I was like, okay, that gets me 3 checks in Volcano Summit, and I don't have any information about the Farron trial gate, so. Yeah. And who knows, maybe there's a sword behind the fire shield earrings or something, because we still didn't have any swords at that point either.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I think it was like just about the 2-hour mark when the first sword was picked up. So, great seed.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Jasnix, the other thing. What was with you and the whip chest? Why didn't you just open it?
Well, wait, what? Oh no, I went down to go get a bomb because I realized I didn't have any bombs for Galactos, so I killed Jan and then just got a bomb.
The thing is what if Master Sword was in that chest?
I did not want to waste any more time than I had to at that point. I was thinking like in my head. I was thinking in my head that I'm gonna get probably a few treasure room checks and sand ships. So like, if there is a sword, I'll just get it there. But like, doing Thunderhead isn't that big a time loss anyway.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I guess in retrospect, I could have opened that chest, but I didn't really feel I
Yeah,
needed to.
if you watch this race back, we do yell at you quite a bit for just running past the whip chest because it was literally right there.
Yeah. Also, I guess other thing is also the first seed that happened today that definitely got overshadowed by its evil cousin. But yeah, I think did we both last location Bellows?
I think on the first one, yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think so.
That is
What was it?
two
It was Beetle
Beetle
300.
Yeah, it was Beetle 300.
Yeah.
103, I think, right? Not 300.
Or yeah, Beetle one, the third 100 rupee
100,
item.
yeah. We really need a better way to designate those items.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a. Where did I even save time that seed? I don't like.
Over Jim.
Yeah.
In the first game, I mean, you had like Jim was just trailing you most of the match, and Jim elected to do mines right away in the first game and this game too. And that ended up putting him a little bit behind you in the in game one, and he was trailing and then like trailing you the whole time. But even when you went to do the checks that he had already done, you were a little bit more efficient because Jim ended up having to go back into mines a second time with bombs to check the behind the statue check. So
yeah. I know you like doing that check for like the early Linearu check, Jim. I've never been a fan of that, but yeah.
I mean, it was. I'm assuming, Jim, that your reasoning was that you had seen the Spirit of the Sword hint for Linearu Desert in Game 2, and that's what pulled you to Linearu early, or...
Well, yeah, that reinforced my want to go there. Even if I can only get, like, the single check at the time in the main desert area, that's still typically enough for me to be like, okay, I can at least get, like, the 2 in mines and then the 1 on that chest, whatever it is. Which, ended up being, like, really good for the game against KitKat.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday, because I got harped there and then never had to go back to Linearu at all.
Yeah.
But that's not
one of
what
the things
happened today.
that you kind of just live by, die by. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, GG's to that. That makes it 1-1 in the best of 3 series. In the losers brackets finals,
So, yeah,
Game 3 is gonna be tomorrow.
It all rides on Game 3, so...
Yeah. We're done here. Yeah, Shovel Knight is up next year, so have fun with that, guys, and
GG's
we'll see you soon again for more SSR.
Yeah, see everyone tomorrow for the epic Game 3.
Cubs is totally not going to be rolling.
Bye.